Hi, good morning, everyone. So today I want to talk about the weight loss plateau and how you break that. A lot of you have been messaging me on Facebook to find out what you can do when you hit the weight loss plateau. So what is a weight loss plateau? When we start our journey to lose weight, we start losing weight in the first week or maybe the second week, the third week, or a month, and all of a sudden we stop losing weight. So that's called a weight loss plateau when you're exercising right, you're eating food, you're taking care of your lifestyle, and all of a sudden you stop losing weight. Or initially you lose weight rapidly, and then the last 3 or 4 kilos or the last 2 kilos become extremely difficult for you to lose. That's called a weight loss plateau. So there are a couple of things that you can do to break this plateau. Number one is we got to respect that everyone will hit a plateau. That's how the human body is designed. You know, when you start losing weight a little too quickly, your body starts thinking, why do you want to lose weight? Or they realize that something may be going wrong, so it tries to hold on to the weight that it already has. And that's a plateau that needs to be broken. But sometimes the way we exercise and the way we eat also causes or leads to a weight loss plateau. And we're going to talk about that right now as well. So, number one, if you're on a low carb diet or you go on these oil free diets and fat free diets and these ketogenic diets, you've got to remember that initially you may lose 2, 3, 4, even 5 kilos really quickly. But you also got to know that when you get back onto a normal carb diet or you leave the ketogenic diet or you get off your high protein diet, all of that weight is going to come back again. And that's not a weight loss plateau, that's just you choosing the wrong diet or doing the diet the wrong way. So number one, overtraining. When we overtrain, we create inflammation in the body. We increase our cortisol levels. When we have high cortisol levels, you may lose weight from a couple of parts in your body, but you notice that your abdominal fat or your love handles or midriff fat never tends to go, and that continues to stay onto your body. So overtraining or punishing your body with exercise is not the way to lose weight. If you are overtraining or if you are training intensely, you need to eat and support your workout with the right nutrition, which means the more you work out, the more you eat, the more carbohydrates, the more proteins, and the good fats that you eat. Now, if you train less, you do exactly the opposite. You cut down on your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fat. So now you need to choose that according to the model that you follow. So overtraining not only creates inflammation, it damages your joints, it increases cortisol, and it even upsets your hormonal balance. And when it comes to weight loss, it's all about how your hormones balance at the end of the day. The next point, most of us are sedentary active. What I mean by this is we do our 1 hour workout and for the rest of the day, we don't move. We're either sitting or we're sitting in cars or sitting in front of the television, or our work requires to sit in one place. And that's not being active. We need to be active throughout the day. So when you reach a plateau, despite doing a 1 hour workout, what you can do is start moving more. So despite your 1 hour workout, you want to accumulate 9,000 to 10,000 steps a day, which would mean for you to achieve that, you have to be active, which means you probably sit less, you walk around more, you take your phone calls walking around, you conduct your meetings standing up, you spend less time sitting and more time moving. So that extra movement can help you break through a plateau. This is the third point, which a lot of you may not agree to, but it's the most important point. When you've been working out for a long time and eating well and you reach that plateau, sometimes all you need to break that plateau is take a week away from your workouts. Take a complete week of rest. Because sometimes recovery is all you need to break through that plateau. You see, all of us don't get recovery right. We work out more intensely, we have long days, and we have lesser numbers of sleep, or we have incorrect cycles of sleep, and all of your weight loss and all of your hormonal balance happens while you sleep. So sometimes you just want to rest your body completely, and believe me, you may just lose a kilo or 2 kilos by just taking a week off your workout. The fifth point, a lot of us talk about cheat meals, and I support cheat meals, but I don't support the word cheat. Cheat is a very negative word. So when you have that cheat meal, you feel happy because you're getting to eat the food that you like, but you're left with a feeling of guilt because it's a cheat meal. It's a very negative word. Change that word from cheat to a reward meal. A reward meal means that you've been good throughout the week, you've led a great lifestyle, you've worked out, you've eaten well, and now you can reward yourself with the food that you like in the right proportion. So it's a positive word, it leaves you with a positive feeling. The sixth point, if you continue to do the same things for your body in terms of food and exercise, you get exactly the same results. If you want more results, you got to change the way you do things. So if you constantly adopt the same kind of exercise program or the same kind of eating pattern, you'll get exactly the same kinds of results. If you want it to be different, you got to make a difference and you got to make changes in your exercise program. So sometimes change your workout program completely. Move to high intensive, low intervals. Move from a 1-hour workout to a 4-minute workout. Move from a 45-minute workout to a 10-minute workout. Shock your body, confuse your heart rate, your lung rate, all of that stuff by doing different activities for your body. So if you're a runner, maybe the next week, don't run, just do calisthenics. If you do calisthenics, maybe you want to add a little bit of running or walking or just something like swimming. Add a little bit of yoga, add a little bit of Pilates, shock your body, keep confusing your body because it's very easy for your body to get used to what you do and what you eat. You know, like your muscles, your body has a memory, your cells have a memory, and they constantly get used to what you do. So you got to keep on changing it. You know, move out of your comfort zone, do it. You know, but also be safe with the kind of exercises that you choose. The next thing, detoxify. As we accumulate more and more toxins in the human body, it prevents you from losing fat. How come? Because your liver gets sluggish. If your liver is sluggish, there is no way that you can lose weight efficiently. You reach a plateau. It becomes difficult no matter how well you're eating and how much you're moving or how much you're exercising. So constantly help your body to detoxify. It doesn't mean you need to get onto these fancy detox programs or starve yourself or any of that, although fasting is great for you. Intermittent fasting, 24 hours of water fasting is fantastic for you. You can do the fruits till lunch detox. That's great for detoxing. But it varies from individual to individual. So if you feel that you've been traveling a lot, eating too much of outside food, junk, not moving, you definitely have more toxins. So your detox program may be different from someone who's just leading a normal life, but breathing in pollution from the air that we breathe every day, and you still need to detoxify. Detoxify, help your body remove accumulated waste, and you will melt off those pounds. Hormonal balance. A lot of us today suffer from hormonal imbalance, and it's important for you to get that checked. You know, do the tests that can tell you how your estrogen levels are doing, how your progesterone levels are doing, how your thyroid levels are doing, how your testosterone levels are doing. Because if this is in imbalance, you probably will hit a weight loss plateau at some time, and then you just start beating up your body with the wrong exercise or overtraining and going on restrictive diets and fat diets. But the problem isn't that. The problem is you have a hormonal imbalance that needs to be corrected, and then you allow the human body to lose weight. Maintaining a food journal or a food log if you hit a weight loss plateau. Because if I ask all of you to tell me how many times you ate out in the last 1 month or how many desserts you had in the last 1 month, we won't remember because we don't calculate it. So if you hit a plateau, take out that book and pen or get onto an app and start recording what you eat every single day, and then you start noticing a pattern that can probably correlate to your weight loss plateau. Before your workout, do not work out without a pre-workout snack or meal. It is important for you to eat something before you work out, otherwise your body starts utilizing energy the wrong way. We need to understand that your cells require energy. You may feel that my body doesn't need energy, and if I don't eat, probably I'll start losing fat right away because my body will use fat to provide energy. But unfortunately, most of our bodies are not trained to utilize fat as an energy source because of our lifestyle and the way that we eat. Our cells have mitochondria, which basically produces ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate, a whole different video on this, which is all the energy that you require for your heart function, your liver, your kidney, burning fat as well, the energy that you get for your workouts, the energy that you get throughout the day. That happens when your cells, when the mitochondria in your cells oxidize carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Your cells require all these three macronutrients, which is why staying on a ketogenic diet for a long time or a low-carb diet never gives you the results that you want. Yeah, it'll give you that 4 or 5 kilos of weight loss immediately and you're all happy, and then you hit that plateau, because we know that all these diets are not sustainable as a lifestyle. So keep it balanced, understand how your body works at a cellular level, and continue to give your body what it needs so it has the right energy to help you break through a weight loss plateau and burn fat. Fat requires energy to burn. Just running on a treadmill or running outside will not burn fat. It requires energy to oxidize your macronutrients, and your cells help you burn fat. So create an environment that is based on science, biology, chemistry, and physiology, and not just some paper which has what foods you should eat and what exercises you should do. Well, I think I've covered all the points that I have on my list. There's just one more. Go beyond the weighing scale. Okay? Don't let your life be dictated by that number on the scale that you wake up to every morning, because weight loss is beyond the scale. Start looking for inch loss, which means that you're actually losing fat. When you lose weight on the scale, we're not impressed. It could be weight, it could also be bone density, it could also be lean mass, it could also be water weight, and that's a confusing figure. But you look at inches. Are you fitting into your clothes better? Right? Is your size of clothes changing? And that's when you know that you're losing body fat. So go beyond the scale. I think I've covered all of my points right now. Yep. So start putting change in the way that you work out, the way that you eat. Remember, sleep and recovery is the most important thing. Sometimes you'll see that the gains you have in muscle mass is after 3 or 4 days of complete rest. Because your body needs rest to develop you. Your body needs rest to burn fat. Your body needs rest to sustain you. And remember, stress continues to be your biggest enemy. No matter how well you eat, how much you work out. If you are stressed, you have a hormonal imbalance. You have more cortisol, which means less thyroxine, which means you will store fat. You want to keep your body out of famine mode, what I mean by that is we don't starve ourselves, we don't go on restrictive diets. If we're losing weight, you should be eating less. Think of it this way. If you weigh 75 kilos and today you're 73 kilos, you should be eating lesser food than you require for 75 kilos. Because the amount of energy that you require for 75 kilos, okay, will change when you're 73 and you're 72 and you're 71. So as you start reducing your weight, you start reducing the amount of energy that you give your body. Now this is if your goal is primarily weight loss. It would be different if you're looking at building a body, building muscle. You would probably eat more even as you're losing weight. But the right foods, the right calories, and the right kind of proteins. Have a good day, everyone. Have a great weekend. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.